Hey everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Welcome to my very first video in my new nail studio. So if you've been wondering where I've been, why I haven't been filming videos lately, it's because my husband and I have moved my nail studio home, again to get ready for baby here. So it's nice to have everything just in like one convenient location right now. So I will film like a studio tour of this location once I get it like 100% where I want it, which is not where it is right now. I still have some like pictures to hang and some stuff that I want to do. So that video most likely won't be up for quite a few months, if I'm going to be honest with you, because our priority now that I'm home is to get everything ready for baby. So, but it will someday be up. But today's video, which I'm really excited to share with you guys, is a long overdue, awaited nail art collection and storage video. So I'm going to show you guys like my whole nail art collection behind me, as well as how I store everything, how I organize it. I'm really hoping that it gives you guys some good tips and tricks on how to organize your nail art stuff. When it comes to nail art in my nail studio, it has to be organized. Everything has to have a home. And so for the last like year, when it kind of was all shuffled and in a mess, it was kind of driving me nuts. So what I did is when I moved home, I packed up every single nail art thing that I owned and completely 100% reorganized it when I moved everything home. So I'm so happy with how it came together. I just know where everything is. Well, it's so organized that I haven't really got used to where everything is yet, but everything has a home, which is what I love. Okay, so I feel like I have to preface this video by saying this because I know this video is going to get comments, and I watch like, you know, makeup and nail art collections, and there's always like the people that need to comment, what do you need all that for and all this. So I am a professional nail technician. That is my job. That is my income. That is what I do. So I have a ton of nail art options available for my clients. I keep up with trends. I constantly have new things coming in. I review a ton of products for you guys from a bunch of different companies out there, a bunch of different nail suppliers on the market. So I'm not at all like trying to like brag or show off or anything. All I'm really hoping that you grab from this video is some nice tips and tricks on how to organize or store your nail art goodies as well. Okay, enough rambling. Let us get into the nail art collection and storage. Okay, so this is the little nook kind of like right behind my nail desk. And I've got all of my nail art just kind of stored in it. A whole ton of polish racks, those brush holders that I absolutely love, and then my Alex drawer units from IKEA there as well. So these used to be stacked behind me in my last video, and in this video I've got them stacked side by side, which is really nice because then it acts as like a countertop on top of it too. So the polish racks are from Alberta Beauty Systems. I do get asked that all the time where I got them from. So they are from Alberta Beauty Systems. Okay, so we'll start with this polish rack immediately to the left. On this polish rack, I keep all of my favorite gel polishes. So I've got all my Jelly Fit ones, all my Swan Nail ones, and all my Le Chat gel polishes. And then right above it, I have like a canvas of some nails that I've done. Okay, this polish rack here, I keep all of my other gel polishes, my other miscellaneous ones. And then all of these here are acrylic powders that I like basically never use. I do some maybe 3D work with acrylic, but not very much. These pigments right here are not acrylic, they're just pigments. So the polish rack right beside it, I've got some striping polishes at the top, a whole bunch of foils, whole bunch of alcohol inks, and then some extra glitters and mylar pieces. And then again, I've got another canvas printed with some nails that I've done. So in these polish racks, and if you can see me, hi, I don't know if you can see me in them. So you keep all of my Michaels glitters in this polish rack. And then at the bottom there, I've got some art glitter glitters. This polish rack, I keep all of my Canada Nail Supplies glitters, as well as my Glitter Heaven glitters. My Light Elegance Pretties at the bottom here. Now these 3 racks are like my favorite. 2 of them are stamping polishes. So I've got my MoU USA, I've got some striping polishes, I've got my caption polishes, SC polishes, Conad polishes, and then I've got all my Sally Hansen Insta-Dries, and then some more Sally Hansen ones, my Bundle Monster polishes, and then there's some MoU London ones at the end there. This polish rack here is all of my striping paints. And then I've got my Model's Own stamping polishes, and then a whole bunch more Bundle Monster ones. So just kind of taking a step back here, you can see that when I organize my stuff, I organize everything by brand, then I organize it by color in rainbow order. I just kind of think that it looks like more appealing to the eye. And for me personally, I find it a lot easier to kind of reach for different things if it's organized that way. The only exception to that rule is my Jelly Fit polishes over here. I keep these in collections. For some reason, I kind of think of different collections for those ones. So I do keep those ones in collections, but everything else is organized by brand and then rainbow order. So on top of my Alex drawer units, I have 3 brush holders here. This brush holder here has a whole bunch of my gel painting brushes, some of my favorite brushes, crystal nails brushes, and anything that I would reach for a little bit more often. I do have another one of these holders on top of my desk, which I keep all of my like everyday brushes on as well. And these brush holders are from Canada Nail Supplies. This brush holder holds a whole bunch of like really fine detailed painting brushes. I just thought it would be best to keep all of those kind of together. And then this brush holder over here kind of holds my more unique nail brushes. So we've got some fan brushes and some like one-stroke brushes, some dotting tools, like kind of more unique brushes there. Now we're gonna open up my Alex drawer units and look inside here. Okay, so my first drawer is all of my Light Elegance colored gels. So we start over here. It's all rainbow organized as well. So we start with our reds, move to our orange, move to our yellow, move to our greens. And when you're in the color family, it's organized alphabetically. So that might be like a little much for people. A lot of people probably, and I mean, it's probably overkill to do that, but in my mind, if I think of a color name, I know exactly where to look for it. I'm looking for a red called Eskimo Kisses. Well, it's right there. So I just I thought it'd be easier to organize it that way. I really like the Light Elegance has little swatches on a lot of their new color gels, and I wish they had always done that, because sometimes it's kind of hard to know what the color is until you open it up. And I mean, I can make my own little swatches. That would just be way too time consuming. So that is the first drawer. And this first drawer carries over to this drawer over here. Okay, so right beside it, we just have a continuation of this previous drawer. And so we've got a lot of nudes and stuff over here, again, organized in their kind of family and then alphabetically. And then the pastel collections are kind of kept together. And then we start with our glitter gels. So same thing, the glitter gels are organized in color family. So we've got our reds, our oranges, our yellows, our greens, etc. And then organized alphabetically with that. So that's those 2 top drawers. Okay, then we move back over to this other drawer here, and it's just a continuation of the glitter gels from the top drawer over there. And again, we got them organized by color family, which I think I stopped at the pinks here, and then I moved to kind of like the more neutral colors. These are kind of mixed glitter gels, and then we move on to, again, some like golds and silvers and stuff like that. There's room to grow in this drawer, which is really nice. I've left some room there for all of my Light Elegance glitter gels moving forward. Okay, and then the next drawer over to the right is all of my fusion color gels and glitter gels. And so I kept all my neons together just because when I think of like neons or pastels, I do think of them as a collection. So I have kept them all together. And then we start moving on to our color gels, which again are organized in rainbow order and then alphabetically. And then we move on to our sparkles, again organized rainbow order and then alphabetically. And then as far as like the chameleons and the sun catchers go, I wanted to leave like kind of like a little gap in between, so if I get more like fusion colors or sparkles, they can go here. If I get more chameleons or sun catchers, they can go here. It's kind of what I was thinking. So the sun catchers actually start alphabetically. That's all I did for these, is organize them alphabetically. So we've got these organized alphabetically, and then it starts with the chameleons here organized alphabetically. The next drawer down after that is all of my LCN color gels. I do not reach for LCN very much, but there are some like staples in my LCN collection that I just could not get rid of. So again, they're organized rainbow order, and then if there's like multiples in there, they're organized alphabetically. So we've got all of our rainbow colors, we move on to our neutrals, then we move on to our 3D ones, and I've got like a couple random glitter ones, and then all of these over here are all backup colors. So there are, like I said, there's some staples in my LCN collection that I just cannot part with, and I always keep backups of my favorite ones from LCN. Okay, so then moving on to the next drawer immediately to the right of it, we have all of our Amore Pixies, and then we have our Amore Elites, and then we have our Amore FX. So these again are organized rainbow order, then alphabetically. The Elites are just organized alphabetically, and then the FX are organized rainbow order and then alphabetically. We've also got some Elegant Glass Nails retro gels here. This is kind of like the mismatch of a whole bunch of different lines in this drawer. We've got some in Vogue, we've got some accents, a few Mosaic, and then some of the Lilia Saxon line. And then back there in that drawer back there is my Canada Nail Supplies gel paints. Okay, so the top 3 drawers in both of the units were all my color gels and glitter gels. So now we're moving on to the actual like nail art stuff. So this drawer here is all of my stamping stuff. We've got some of my MoU USA, like the large stamping plates here. They just don't fit in the drawer very well, so they just rest on top. So underneath that, I've got 3 of the Bundle Monster stamping plate organizers. 1, 2, 3, and then I've got a queen one as well. Then we've got 2 of the little like pocket Bundle Monster organizers, and then underneath that we've got the kind of large like purse flap one. All of these stamping plates back here are my cheeky ones, or kind of my bigger stamping plates. This little bucket just holds kind of like my odd shaped stamping plates. I've got one cheeky set like this. This is kind of like a larger stamping set. I've got all of my MoU London stamping plates in here, and they're just organized in like a clear plastic container from the dollar store. This is all of my stamping tools that I don't reach for very often, but I keep them there for like comparison videos and stuff like that. And then I've got my MoU London stamping mat in the back there. That is a very heavy drawer to close. Okay, so my next drawer down on the right side here is all of my kind of like loose glitters in these little tiny pots. So I've got them again organized in rainbow order. So we start here with my reds, we move to my oranges, my yellows, my greens, my blues. Purples and pinks are kind of misorganized there because I was reaching for pink more, so I thought I'd bring it forward. We've got our golds, our silvers, and then we've got, over here we've got like multicolored sparkles, and then we've got some neutrals, and then we've got our blacks and our whites, and then all of my mylar flakes on the side there. But I love how this drawer came together. The little like storage containers, the little buckets, are just from the dollar store. I believe it was Dollarama, not Dollar Tree, I believe. But I love how this drawer came together. It was hard for me to come up with a storage system for like little small pots of loose glitter, and I was so happy with how this came together. Okay, so the next drawer down here is all of my painting supplies. So in this little storage bin over here, I've got some of my water pencils, and then I've got some of these like, I forget what these are called, but they're just like little pens for like drawing and stuff. I can't remember what those are called. I've got some paints from this brand, some acrylic paints from this brand, my One Move paints from Crystal Nails back here. Whole ton of different Sharpies for different art. Whole bunch of like sponges and stuff for different art. This whole pile right here of paints is all watercolors, just different brands of watercolors. These are just some like acrylic paints from the craft store of some different colors that I couldn't make these teals and corals and stuff myself, so I picked those ones up from the craft store. I've also got like a pocket color wheel here in case I ever want to reference that. I've got some Elmer's glue back there. And then I don't know if you can see those orange things back there. Those are just straws for, again, different nail art techniques. I keep all of my water bowls on the side here, and then I have a whole stack of tiles here. And I use these tiles for putting like paint droplets on. I've also got 2 of my ring things here, which desperately need like a cleaning. And then I've got some twine, which I used for like a different nail art technique that I did last Halloween. So this drawer here houses all of my pre-made acrylic 3D items. So a lot of these storage systems were just from the dollar store, and then some of them, like the ones on the sides here, they just kind of, they came like in those containers. This one back here, again, houses a whole bunch of like 3D items, and that container is from Michaels. These 2 in the middle are 3D gels. This one here is from eBay. I just got it to kind of play around with. And then this one here is from Bundle Monster. So I still need to play around with it, but this drawer houses all of my like 3D stuff that can go on nails, minus my Swarovski crystals. My Swarovski crystals are in my desk. If you watched my desk tour video, you would know that. So that drawer has not changed at all. So they're still in my desk, my Swarovski crystals. So the last drawer in the left unit is kind of nothing overly exciting. It's kind of my filming drawer is what I would label it as. So I've got a whole bunch of like Light Elegance swatch sticks there that I think I acquired before I started filming like Light Elegance videos. So I've got a whole ton of those. Extra swatch sticks. I get my swatch sticks on eBay. People ask me all the time. Those are just from eBay. And then I've got some Arabella forms and a whole bunch of different tips in case I want to do anything with those. I've got my different mats that I use for backgrounds when I film as well. These, I'm going to leave like a little post right here so you can see where I get those from. And then that bag down there is just a whole bunch of swatches that have already been used. Okay, so the very last drawer in my tour here for you guys is kind of a miscellaneous nail art drawer. So I've got a whole bunch of like loose glitters and stuff that are kind of like oddly packaged over here. I've got all of my nail art wheels here, which is not overly the best way to display them, but it's the way that takes up the least amount of room. And any of the bins that you're seeing are from the dollar store. Any of the pink ones, clear ones, white ones are just from the dollar store. And then I've got a whole bunch of pigments and stuff over here. Again, some more color wheels in right there. These are just little baggies full of like different feathers. I think it's all feathers there actually. We've got some more kind of like loose glitters and stuff over here. And then a little container full of striping tape there as well. And then in the back is just some packaged loose glitters there. Yes, I hope you guys enjoyed my nail art storage and collection video. I hope it helped to give you some ideas on how to store your nail art goodies, or how to organize them, or how to arrange them, or whatever. I do have in my desk, I have changed the drawers in my desk a little bit. If you see my desk tour video, then they are updated now. So if you guys want an updated like desk tour, I could definitely do that for you in the future. But the only nail art items I keep in there are stamping tools that I use all the time, and products that I have to review, and then my Swarovski crystals. Everything else is like right here where I've kind of showed you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you have any questions or I forgot to mention where something was from, comment below and let me know. Make sure you're following me on all my social media, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.